played pretty decent, nearing 75. Now, that's the 66. That was what he got in the match played day before yesterday here in Chittagong. He was also the man of the match. He got 2 wickets then. He's done a great job with the ball. So he is the one in form. That's the wicket they'd want early, Bangladesh. He can really get on. He plays some handsome drives. Once he gets onto the front foot, can punch through the covers. That's the field set. 2 slips. Very orthodox field. 6-3, 6 on the off. Mashrafi. 2 Canary. They've got to be very straight. Bangladesh mustn't try too much. Got to do their basics right. It's not easy chasing on this wicket. The ball keeps low and slow in the second half. So all you need to do is keep pegging away on the stumps, not trying too much with the ball.
They'll have to bowl well in the first 15 overs. Bangladesh need to get in some tight overs, maybe pick up a couple of wickets.
Absolutely on the dot there, Mashrafi. Good young cricketer, Mashrafi Murtaza. Good hard striker of the ball, good clean striker. He can be used anywhere in the order. Good fielder, ace strike bowler. Just ideal for the one-day game. I'm not saying that he isn't good for Test cricket, but he and Rajan Saleh are the two that really stood out as really made for the game. They're away. The first runs for Matsakanyeri. He'll have to be content with 1. The other thing that Zimbabwe will have to contend with is some very sprightly fielding around the bat. These Bangladeshis are quick. Rajan Saleh, Nafiz Iqbal, Ashraful, Aftab, all are very, very quick close to the bat.
Certainly are, and they need to back the bowlers in the first 15 overs. Just 2 men outside the ring, 2 men catching. Barney Rogers had a good match last time around. Already we can see second slip it's moved to gully for the left-hander. 3 on the leg. 1 is a deep fine leg. That wicket in the middle on saving the single. So he's been in good form, Barney Rogers. The left-right combination is what Zimbabwe look to carry on.
Outside the off stump, just lets it go. Barney Rogers is the man in form. Left-right combination working for Zimbabwe. Matsakanyeri, the more excitable of the two. Barney Rogers looks a lot more stable, focused. He's the man who plays the more orthodox shots. If Zimbabwe are to get anywhere near 244, they need a good beginning. Most of them are strike players. Oh! Most of them want to get on with it, play their strokes.
The Zimbabwe bowling and fielding was extremely good, Arun, and just 12 fours in the 50 overs. That says a lot about discipline, and that's exactly what Bangladesh will need now. Not too many wides and no balls. They've got to be on target, create that pressure.
Went for it, but couldn't quite middle it. 1 for none, Zimbabwe after 1.
प्यारे लाल जब आते हैं रिक्शे सब रुक जाते हैं पर आज प्यारे क्यों घबराते हैं क्योंकि शम्मो जब मुस्काती है रिक्शों की लाइन लग जाती है पर प्यारे के समझ ना आती है नया क्लोजअप क्यों नहीं करते हैं विटामिन क्लोराइड सिस्टम वाला नया क्लोजअप अब एक स्माइल से प्यारे देखो क्या क्या जादू करते हैं
England's on tour in South Africa. The highlights from the first ODI of the Standard Bank One Day International Series will be here Monday on ESPN.
Dion Abraham, Masakadza, Taylor, Taibu, Chigambura, daunting batting lineup there. They can prove pretty decisive once they have a good foundation. That's what these two are endeavoring to do. Nazmul Hussain, the bowler, 8th match, 8 wickets. An economy rate of 4.33. Now that's not bad at all. Best of 4 for 40. So he's obviously a line and length bowler, difficult to get away. Also gets a wicket a match, which is also considered good. Early days in his career as well. A slip and a gully in place. Orthodox, 6 on the offside, 3 on the on. Beats the bat immediately. That is a terrific delivery, angled into the batsman. Some movement off the seam, beating Matsukanyari.
Good delivery to start with, but not caring to the wicketkeeper Mashood. We've seen this pitch very hard on top, but the carry not good enough. The bowler wouldn't mind it. He's gone past the outside edge, creating that element of doubt in the batsman's mind. In fact, picked up a wicket with the first delivery he bowled in Dhaka. Nazmul Hussain.
Yes, he had Barney Rogers gotten bowled in the very first delivery that he bowled. There's obviously something more to him. He doesn't have the pace, but he definitely must be having the line and length. And we've seen that he can get the ball to move off the seam. Very dangerous when the ball is angled into you from a wide of the crease. You're bound to play at it. You play the line, and then if you can move from that angle off the seam, that's a winner.
He's also come in for the experienced Tapan Boshia in this match, Nazmul Hussain. So he's got a point to prove. Young talent, all right, but under pressure, they've got to win this one. Remember, Zimbabwe already 2-0 up. Got to put in a lion-hearted performance. Nazmul Hussain. The first 3 deliveries have been on the spot.
Spinners proved very difficult to get away when the Zimbabweans were bowling. Short ball. Get one for that. It's a little difficult to get the spinners away. Bangladesh have quite a few options. That's one of them. Ashraful. Ashraful not really living up to his talent at the bat. Rajan Saleh is irrepressible in the field. He spins, he fields, he bats, and things are going well for him. That's Inamul Haq Jr., the new hero on the horizon. And that is the experienced Khalid Mahmood. They also have Manjurul Rana, who can also spin. So lots of choices there. 2 left-arm spinners, great options for skipper Habibul Bashar. You have 2 front-line left-arm spinners. Not too many left-handers in the field. That's Inamul Haq Jr. again for you. And that is Manjurul Rana. Both left-hand spinners. They can prove to be quite a handful. That's the end of the second over. Another good one. Just one off it. Zimbabwe 2 without loss.
ESPN Star Sports presents the Barclays English Premier League. The Barclays English Premier League, live and exclusive on ESPN Star Sports. This Barclays English Premier League broadcast on ESPN Star Sports is brought to you by Samsung Electronics. Experience the power within. And Nokia.
So a set date start from Zimbabwe. Just 2 in 2 overs. been played late. He got the lower part of the bat, so he just couldn't quite get the placement right. Matsukaneri can also hit hard. Short balls outside the off stump he really goes for.
He's very strong in that area, Matsukaneri, square wicket on the outside, so you want to bowl a lot straighter to him. Gortaza getting away with that, just a single. This is a fast outfield. If you do find the gaps, just to the left and right of the fielder, you get a boundary. You want to bowl a lot straighter, Gortaza.
Good beginning from Bangladesh perspective. Keeping it on target. They don't want to give too many runs away with the new ball. Their strength is in the spinners. The strength is when the ball gets slightly old, may turn a bit, keep low a trifle. That's the nature of the wicket. Habibul Bashar will be wanting his fast bowlers to be very tight. That's probably the brief given to them by Dab Watmore as well. Keep it very tight, keep it very straight. Let Zimbabwe make all the play. They're keeping it very tight indeed.
They're not bending the bats too much. You know, on a slow pitch, the faster you bowl, the easier it is for the batsman. The ball comes onto the bat much more nicely to be driven. It sacrificed a little bit of pace, but line and length has been pretty good. On past 5 and over at this stage, the run rate required, but very early in this game. We've seen as the match progresses, it gets harder for the batsman.
And this is just that kind of wicket. If you bowl on the stumps, it can be a little difficult to get you off the square. That's why chasing has proved to be so difficult. Start panicking when you can't middle your shots, you can't get too much of timing behind your strokes. A slip and a gully. Point cover mid-off, and the third man. That came in. He was looking for that cut on the offside. The horizontal bat shot came too close to his body. Just a hint of movement of the seam.
He did well in the end to make the adjustment. Rogers came in a long way. He's looking to drive it through the offside. He loves to play through the offside, both these batsmen, Rogers and Matsukaneri. Very good delivery indeed. Just marginally back of length, little bit of movement.
So that's the third over for just one run. Zimbabwe 3 without loss.
On Friday's SportsCentre India, match 7 of the VB series, it's crunch time for the Windies. They must get a victory against Pakistan in Adelaide. Also, the second men's semi-final, Andy Roddick against Leighton Hewitt, the winner to face the amazing Murat Safin in the championship match in Melbourne. Also, FA Cup football preview, SportsCentre India on Friday.
SportsCentre is presented by Pepsi. Ye प्यास है बड़ी. In association with the new LG Flatron ballot with GoldenEye and 2000 watts of pure sound.
Zimbabwe 3 without loss. 3 overs gone to win now 242 of 47. Yes is the call, they'll have to hurry. And they do. Played it with soft hands, let the ball come and hit the bat rather than really forcing the issue. Saw that little bit of a gap there in the field and took it.
It was to the left of the fielder. Call quickly. Good understanding, no hesitation. Rogers certainly trusting Matsukaneri with the call on the previous occasion. Quite comfortably home in the end.
Trusting is right, that's the operative word, because Matsukaneri was run out in the first ball they played in the match day before. First ball of the game. Brilliant fielding effort. And Zimbabwe were 1 down. Matsukaneri run out. That's a good fielding effort. It looked good on the screen. It made the right sound off the bat, but he had hit it into the ground. There was no real timing behind it.
That's what happened in the last game. First ball off the match, and Aftab Ahmed was off the blocks quickly. Magnificent piece of fielding, but the run out came Bangladesh's way, and this was the last ball. Manjul Rana, then positioned more as a catcher, doing very well indeed.
Down the leg side, the first loose delivery has been put away. It might find the fence. Yes, it does. This is a very fast outfield.
First boundary coming up, and Rogers brings it up in good style. Lifting in line for the first time, Nazmul Hussain. Not much protection on the leg side, just 3 men. Enough open spaces, steady head is the key. Waited for the ball to come on to him, timed it to perfection. He'll love to carry on, Barney Rogers.
So change in the field. The 2 slips have been dispensed with. 2 very square fielders, one on the onside, one on the offside. Onside little straighter, short mid-wicket. That'll definitely be wide. Suddenly a little bit of pressure for Nazmul. No slips there now. They're plugging the gaps. It's obvious that they don't want to give too many runs with the hard white new ball. They're counting on their spinners to win them this match. Sometimes it may backfire on you because you need early wickets to really put pressure. And if you think that you can contain the opposition, sometimes has the effect of backfiring on you. White is the call. Difficult to judge with that extra fielder on the onside now, the single.
It's quite strange really, Arun. The slips coming off, and then he's trying to angle the ball across the left-hander. And if he does earn in line or length, then Barney Rogers has got a good opportunity to put it away through the offside. He's got to bowl a lot straighter, maybe middle and off. So the batsman plays to mid-on and mid-off.
That kept a little low. Managed it well, Rogers, in the end. This is what bothers the batsman. The ball keeping low at times, coming slow. You feel that you've got it covered, you're going to whip it off your pads for runs, and suddenly keeps low. It's happened on a number of occasions. That really hit the bottom of the bat. This is what you have to contend with. It's 9 without loss after 4. 2 overs for 2 runs, Murtaza. 2 overs for 7, Nazmul. They've been frugal in giving away runs, but yet to get the wicket. There is a slip and a gully now for Murtaza. Really need to make early inroads into this Zimbabwean batting if they want to put pressure. Find it difficult to contain them. Zimbabwe have come in hoping to play the 15 overs without losing a wicket. And Bangladesh appears to be having a different strategy. They're really not attacking, they're waiting for them to make the mistakes. Well, that can be an attacking strategy as well. If you're bowling straight, not trying too much, just keeping it very, very tight. Pressure then shifts onto the batsman. But there's a lot of pressure on those shoulders, Habibul Bashar. Was that close? Or did he get back to it?
Looked mighty close. Unless, as you mentioned, that he got an inside edge. Heading for the stumps. The impact, maybe the height factor. That could have been the only reason. The line was good, but Skinner off the sleeve, hitting him above the knee roll. And for me, height is the only factor.
Yes, I think that's the element of doubt that really saved him. Yes, indeed, it's the height. But he was playing right across his pads. That is a good shot. We'll get him only one. Down to third man. He's got to play a lot straighter. Got to really play a lot straighter on this track. And especially against Mashrafi, because he has this ability to surprise you. He has that skidding delivery that really comes into you viciously. surprising you. So you've got to be a little wary of that delivery of Mashrafi, the faster one.
They're looking for a partnership here, the Zimbabweans. Find that the Bangladeshis are not very unhappy with the situation. Still been very tight, 2.14 the current run rate. They'll feel if they get in a few tight overs at the start of the innings and build up the run rate required to 5.5, 6, then the pressure will be on the Zimbabweans to play the big shots.
He's gone for the pole, hasn't quite connected it, but it's a fast outfield for that man from deep fine leg. Great effort there. Had to make a lot of distance, but finally got a hand just behind it.
Nasmazul Hussain, the fielder, he just finished an over, so it's always going to be difficult. Had to cover quite a bit of ground. Great commitment in the deep. Saved the boundary. Wasn't hit cleanly, still almost went to the fence.
That's what makes it difficult, chasing against a good fielding side. They're all the time putting pressure on you by your efforts. Third umpire is still not convinced. I think that's clean. There's no doubt there. So 3 runs to Barney Rogers, takes him on to 7. That's gone through. That's 4. That is pure timing. That's just been caressed through the covers for 4. Zimbabwe 17 without loss after 5. Last over yielding 8. This is the last delivery. Great shot.
Majestic, just standing tall. A difficult shot to play in the back of cover drive on pitches where the ball's slow and low. But that was the beauty.
That's gone for runs as well, but not many. Wonderful effort is that man Rajan Saleh. I'm fast becoming a fan of. Wonderful fielder. You just can't keep him down. Just take a look at this.
In fact, diving behind it, which means the ball was getting away. Doing very well indeed, Rajan Saleh. And they've got to dive Arun, because once the ball passes them, and if it's decently struck as well, it'll go to the boundary. The only chance as a fielder you've got is to go for it, dive.
He needs a new coat of paint there. Rajan Saleh, obviously, favorite shirt of his. That's 4. Matsakanyeri is off. In the slot for him. Didn't quite connect it well, but well enough to get 4. Runs now coming quickly.
Exciting young player, and good on the offside. And off the back foot we saw in the last over, and this time onto the front foot. Decisive footwork, and look at that bat flow.
So what seemed to be a slow start has now been converted into a very, very good start. 2 boundaries, and that's changed it. They're also building a momentum now. The 2 fielders facing Matsakanyeri close in. Just trying to play it down to third man. Fortunately, didn't get the outside edge.
When you can hit boundaries, why play a single? Just hit a boundary in the last ball. Look at this, trying to run it down to third man. He'd have just got a single for that had he made contact. But into the thin outside edge, run the big risk of getting out.
Really launched into that one. That was outside the off stump. Matsakanyeri really went after it, but again missing.
He gave it to everything. Wonder what would have happened had he got the middle of the bat. Gone past cover for a 6 maybe. But he loves to free his arms every time he sees a little bit of wind. No half measures that time.
Good comeback by Nazmul Hussain. Went for a boundary of his first ball. It's always difficult when your first ball goes for a boundary. Actually, the second ball that went for a boundary. 3 dot balls to Matsui Canary, twice beating him outside the off stump. Six overs gone, 22 without loss Zimbabwe.
Top 3 reasons why you should watch Football Crazy.
Check it out, what are you waiting for? ESPN Star Sports.
Every Thursday.
It's Football Crazy.
Football Crazy is presented by Nokia in association with Asian Paints Exteriors. Bahari दीवारों को रखे time proof.
Yeah. That's excellent placement. Now that is a good shot. Now the reason why he's got it away to the boundary, he's not tried to hit it too hard. He's concentrated on timing. He's played late. And hence he gets the placement. It's when you try and force your hands at the ball on the surface, that's when you struggle.
That's a beautiful shot. Played it so late, just opening the face of the bat, knowing that there's a third man down there. But placement was excellent. Look how late he plays on top of that, and just opening the face of the bat. That's a good shot.
Yes, and just seeing the ball race away, that's why I feel if you have wickets in hand on this surface, you can chase down a target